Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show here in Marsh Harbor, Abaco, and I am here with two lovely friends, Nick and Daphne Meolis. And now, this obviously is Nick, but the funny thing is, we grew up together. Nick, the Meolises live right across the street from us. Now, Tony, the younger brother, that's who I hung out with. Nick's a bit older than us, but what sucks is Nick looks younger. And I guess it's all this wonderful neem.
Oh yeah, we've been nematized, 30 years of neem, Neem is all about prevention and we're aging gracefully, we must say.
Nematized. I like that.
Right.
I like that, Daphne. So listen, was it the both of you that did this neem together, or was it Nick first and then you came aboard and just became nematized?
Yeah, no, Nick started this 30 years ago, and we were actually childhood friends too. I have to admit, I was a little bit older, so I didn't pay much attention to him then. But he actually helped me correct a skin discoloration.
Wait, stop. You older than Nick?
Only
It
slightly.
doesn't matter. You don't look older. I mean, like I look the oldest. Then comes Nick, and then comes you.
Well, I'm nematized I'm telling you, from face, head to toe, nothing touches my body that isn't a neem product.
Okay, then we got to get I got to get nematized here because I've been already shooting around, and I'm having a lot of Abaco has got a lot of food, so I'm gonna be eating a lot. And every bar around these things, I got to go to the out island, to the outer ones, the Keys, and they all have their drinks. So I think I'm gonna need neem.
I got the perfect remedy for you.
Okay.
I will give you.
Let's stroll a little bit.
Sure.
We'll stroll a little bit as you talk to me
So-
about the neem farm.
Really quickly, we started this farm 30 years ago. This is actually our 30th year to contribute to the healthcare of our country. Neem is all about prevention. Right now we are in the neem forest where we have close to 10,000 trees, but we practice intercropping. As you see as we move around, we have tamarind trees, mango trees, breadfruit trees. So the neem tree here, just a quick example, we have sold and given away thousands of neem trees, so they're all throughout the Bahamas now. And right now these trees are flowering and they also have fruit on them. All right, the size of an olive, And we utilize the leaf, we utilize the fruit to make the oil, and we utilize the bark and the root of the tree. And the neem repels over 200
Different
Inse-
kinds of
insects,
insects, non-beneficial insects.
but it's not harmful to your spiders, your dragonflies, your bees, etc. So let's take a walk. And again, this tree is flowering and has a beautiful scent.
Wait, Nick, you got to remember the mic has to go with you.
The flower has a beautiful scent. It almost smells like jasmine. And if you were here 3 weeks ago,
Can you all smell that?
smell. If you were here 2, 3 weeks ago, it looked like snow was on the farm.
Oh,
There were so many
wow.
flowers.
Wow.
All right? And so we attract many birds. At one time, a year and a half ago, we did a count of the birds' nests on the farm in the month of April, and there were over 256 birds' nests. So it's very beneficial. We have created a habitat for animal life and a place where we can come as Bahamians and visitors and enjoy nature. Nature heals. This is a tamarind tree, Asian tamarind. The flower is edible, and of course, we like to cook with tamarind.
So I can eat.
Yeah.
I can eat this part right here.
You can eat that part there. And so the tamarind is wonderful, as you know, to cook with, etc.
Wow.
Okay? All right. All right,
Wow.
let's continue.
Yeah,
Now-
it tastes
now-
like a green tamarind, right?
Yeah.
And you can use it in flowers or on a fish dish because of that citrus
Oh, okay.
taste.
and then
it
you can eat it.
enhances, and then
Right.
you eat it.
And I hear chickens over there too. You all have chickens over here too.
Yes, we have. How many chickens do we have
just
now?
over 100 chickens.
Oh.
Okay, so we're self-sustainable. We're off the grid. We've had solar power. We have the chickens, yes, to feed ourselves, but we need that manure to make compost, which we make
And
compost.
eggs
You know,
every
and
day.
Of course, our eggs.
Ooh, fresh eggs.
Yeah,
Wow.
fresh farm eggs.
Wow. Now, another thing is, we were talking about all the benefits of neem. So tell me a little bit about all the benefits of what neem is, because I'm telling you, there other neem. What was it? Neemites? What
We're nematized.
nematized?
Yes.
But what do we call people that are neemers?
Nematized,
Yeah, we're baby neemers.
Neemers. Okay, so neemers, they just love neem. I mean, carry at the Bahamas Out Island Promotion Board. I mean, he's like,
Big supporter.
whenever you go to Abaco, bring me back some neem. So tell us about some of the benefits of neem.
Well, I'll just say that neem naturally is antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, antiseptic. Depends on how you use it, but most importantly, it supports your immune system. So, we like put the neem oil in our nostrils, we put a drop under our tongue. That's basically as an antiviral and immune support, especially during this viral period. Right, but on the skin also, it works at a cellular level at repairing the cells, which was what Nick sold me on in the very beginning, improving my.
It worked.
It worked. It worked. Well, it took the discoloration away.
Well, it worked because, like I said, I look the oldest here, but not after I get nematized. So
no.
after that, I'm gonna be hosting the show. You're gonna think I'm 12.
A year from now, yeah, we're gonna show the signs.
Let me focus. Let's get back one moment. So our main objective is to contribute to the healthcare of our country, even though we ship out all over the world. Okay, and unfortunately, we send more out of the country than we probably sell in the country. Okay, but we focus on two preventable diseases: diabetes and hypertension. Your food is your medicine, so we encourage people to eat as fresh and raw as possible. And utilizing the neem as a supplement helps with circulation for diabetes, and it's very beneficial for the side effects of diabetes, in which I'm a diabetic, by the way. Many people wouldn't even know that. Hereditary. All right? And hypertension and diabetes runs in my family. But every family in this country, almost one person is an individual in the family that has diabetes or hypertension or a combination. All right? So we want to contribute to the healthcare because healthcare is becoming unaffordable. And we spend a tremendous amount of our money on our budget on healthcare and education. All right? So the neem tree, with all its benefits, especially utilizing the leaf, we make a capsule, a supplement from the leaf. Again, we emphasize the fruit of the tree. We make an oil. And not to be braggadocious, but we produce, and we've proven it, the finest neem oil in the world. So as Bahamians, we can compete. We can certainly compete. Yes, we have some of the finest lawyers and doctors, but we have some of the finest musicians, some of the finest athletes. The bottom line is we can compete.
Right.
And agriculture, we hope that many of our farmers incorporate the neem in their agricultural practices because we have some of the best drinking water in the world. The islands of Abaco and Andros we have to be careful how we farm because we have high water tables. And using the synthetic fertilizers eventually will catch up to us. And I can tell you water is a precious commodity.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, as you said, we have all the finest doctors, lawyers, sports, athletes and everything. But we do have the finest farmers too, because I remember back in the early, like 1900 something, late 18 something, like over in South Florida, they used to bring the Bahamians over because they're the ones who knew how to plant
They
and
did
grow.
contract work. They were the
Exactly.
contract farmers.
Because we knew what we were doing there. So Bahamians excel across the board. And the one thing I see from this, and I'm showing you guys footage of this, I'm drone over this so you can see it. This is something that we could do in the other out islands as well.
Absolutely, and the beauty of neem is that it doesn't require very much rainwater, only 18 inches of rain a year. So in the islands where there is a shortage of water or where there are droughts, it's a perfect tree. It'll be green and fresh much longer than anything else. One point I'd like to make, when Nick started this farm 30 years ago, this is actually the first organized neem farm that was cultivated in the world. Mm-hmm. We're not the biggest, but we're certainly producing one of the highest quality neems when compared to other producers throughout the world.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you for all the history on this. And like I said, I hope other islands, and I hope the Ministry of Agriculture take note of this, that we could be doing this in some of the other islands. So now, we can go get some neem so I could start my neematization.
Neematizing?
Yeah. So maybe when I end the show, I'll look a lot younger, all right? Come for some neem.
On the Abaco Neem farm, I like to emphasize, yes, we have roughly about just over 7,000 neem trees, close to 1,000 coconut trees, but we have 107 variety of fruit trees. And this is the Guyana nut tree. And from this tree, from this particular pod here, we will get about 12 to 16 nuts. Quite delicious. You can roast them. A lot of nutritional value. And what I like to emphasize in a small area for people in their backyards, be it not only here in the Bahamas, but anywhere tropical, the banana tree, from one banana tree you get many banana trees. Here in the Bahamas we can grow anything. Here's the dragon fruit, which might cost anywhere from $3 to $4 in a grocery store. We can grow this. I like to see farmers in our country specialize in dragon fruit. Of course we specialize in bananas, mulberries, avocado pear, different native plums. One of my favorite, the breadfruit tree. And one that people are just becoming accustomed to is the Monsterio deliciosus, or the delicious monster. And this particular fruit tastes like a combination of a banana and a pineapple. So in a little area, not even a quarter of an acre, you can plant a variety of fruit trees. Get up in the morning, go pick up your fruit, because that's when you should really eat your fruit, all right? And we just wanted to demonstrate on our farm that we have 107 variety of fruit and flowering trees. So it's just not neem trees. This is intercropping with fruit trees.
Very good. Very interesting.
If you want more Charlie Bahama, go to any of our social media pages or subscribe to the Charlie Bahama YouTube page.